Hey guys, in this video we are going to walk through the 3 steps that I recommend any graphic designer take as they start their own graphic design studio. So we're going to walk through 3 major steps that I did in my own studio that led to a really profitable year, and more than that, just a really enjoyable design studio with friction-free clients. And I think that's something every designer really attains to get, is that easy, consistent work that's really fun and enjoyable. So I'm going to walk through 3 steps that worked for me, and it's worked for several designers that I've trained along the way as well. All right, let's kick it off with number 1, which is to specialize your skill set. You've heard of people saying niche down, you got to niche down, and that's really hard for us as designers to do because we can really just design the gamut. I mean, we can design book covers, book interiors, logo design, web design, which that's endless as well, Shopify, WordPress, Showit, Squarespace, sales pages, short form copy. There's just a ton of different things that we can do as designers. I know I missed a ton right there, but you get the idea. We can really offer a lot of different services, and I think that's fantastic, and we'll get to where you can actually use those. But I really recommend specializing your skill set. For me and for Spruce Road, we specialize in brand identity design. So every client we work through goes through our signature service, and then from there, we can continue working with them on an ongoing basis through repeat client work. And that's where that kind of junk drawer type of design services comes in, where we can offer things like stationery design. Today we were working on a physical planner, doing some patterns. Last week we did some icons and PDF designs. So that's where that kind of comes in. So I just mentioned that because I feel like as designers, it's hard for us to say no to those projects that really stretch us creatively. And so I want you to know that that can come in, but I really recommend having a signature service, specialize your skill set. This is great for so many reasons, which leads us into 2 and 3 here in just a bit. But narrowing your signature service really helps you market yourself. It makes for a really clear tagline on your website, Instagram bio, wherever you are marketing, really clear copy. It's clear to your target market who you want to work with. For instance, if I was looking for someone to design, maybe I sold like digital products, and I was looking for someone to design my website, I would look for someone who specialized in Shopify. Not that I was necessarily going to reject anyone who did other things, but that's just naturally, if I was looking for a digital product shop, that's what I would look for. That's what I would Google. That's what I would ask around for if anyone knew a Shopify designer. So specializing your services really helps you get in front of the people that you want to work with. Those people will trust you as an authority in that field. Like people know us for brand identity design, so our clients trust us for that. They know we've done like hundreds of these types of projects. We have a whole system in place. They trust us to really take care of their brand. And I think that also kind of leverages you as a professional and someone that has a solid system in place from end to end in your service. It also, not to mention, really helps know your pricing, because I can really vividly remember when I first started my studio and getting requests to do different client work that I hadn't done in the past, and things like a WordPress site with a very specific page count functionality needed. Also branding, also some direct mail pieces. And I remember vividly going on a walk with my husband and just asking him, like, how the heck do I price this? Like, I have no idea. And if you are doing that with each and every project, it gets exhausting and you feel like you are reinventing the wheel each time. So having a specialized skill set allows you to really know your pricing, and you get to package your services, which brings us to the next step. But before we do that, I wanted to mention that to specialize in your skill set, I highly recommend practicing it too, because when I first started my studio, Spruce Road, I didn't have that much experience with logo design. I had worked in-house before for several years, so I had done a ton of print work, lots of like in the weeds of branding, like one brand, but not so much logo design. And so what I did was really practice my craft. I worked for free for some people, like family members. I did a lot of stuff on my own just for fun. Like I designed some recipe books to really try out new layouts and things like that. I did a fake project. I made sure it was really clear it was fake, and I put that in my portfolio, put that sucker on Pinterest, and that got me my first few clients. So really practice your skill set to make sure that you are honing your craft and that you can really specialize in that skill set. There's other things you can do, like 100-day challenge if you want to do like a logo a day, or illustration or packaging design, whatever it may be, to really flex those muscles so you can get trained in your craft and be on top of trends and things like that. You don't need to necessarily post those things, but just kind of for yourself to do that exercise. Okay, so step 1 was specialize your skill set. The next one is to package up those services. So this leads right into packaging that up. So once you know what you're going to specialize in, maybe that's Shopify design, then you can package up that service into a price, into a schedule, like how long it takes. You can even do tiered package services if that's what you want. You want to get fancy with it. But just have one main signature service and really flesh out what that looks like, what's included, what the price is, what the timeline is, all that kind of stuff. This, I'm telling you, this is the secret to really streamlining your process, because you will start to have a quote created or a proposal for your clients that you can just easily, after you do the consult call, send within like 10 minutes of wrap up, because you already have it created for your package service. It makes for really easy onboarding, super easy scheduling, because if you know exactly how long your process takes, so for us it's 6 weeks, then I can really budget my timeline and know how to stack projects together, or just take one on a time if I want, or I can fill in my repeat client work in there as well. So knowing your schedule is key to having a friction-free studio on your end and your clients to know your availability. And if you can package your services, this just makes it all that much easier. Makes for really easy onboarding for your client. You're not having to reinvent the wheel every time. And then what I really love about it is you become proficient in that. So if you are doing, again, Shopify design as an example, then you are becoming proficient in Shopify. Not only just for yourself, that makes it way easier for each and every project that you do. You're spending less time. And as you grow your studio, you're going to be probably increasing your prices. And also you'll be spending less time on those projects because you're becoming proficient. So it really is a win-win. And then also you're just going to be serving your clients really well if you are proficient in that skill set. And what I love about it too is you're going to start to build a really stacked portfolio of the type of work that you want to take on. So no longer will you have a portfolio that has like a print project from a few years ago, an illustration, like a t-shirt design, whatever it may be, kind of like scattered. That's how my portfolio was, so no judgment whatsoever. You got to do what you got to do. But over time, you'll be proficient in this package service that your portfolio will really showcase that proficiency and show your potential clients that you know what you're doing. This is what you do time after time with clients, and it'll be really stacked in your favor in that specialized skill set. And then the final step, so that was, I'll back up. We've done specialize your skill set, package up your services, and finally we're going to create that red carpet client experience. And this is really the sweet sauce into running a friction-free design studio, is to really serve your clients well. And I know that that is really any business owner's desire, is to really serve their customers really well. But as a designer, I think sometimes this can get pushed to the back burner as like, someday I'll get there, you know. But if you can do this from the beginning, like have your specialized service, package it up into a bundle, a package service, then you can start working on that red carpet client experience from day one, because you will be doing the same package over and over again. And you'll learn how to really weave in that client psychology that works for your client, that really attracts them to you and pleases them along the way. And you can weave in kind of like those moments of delight along the way as well. It doesn't even have to be gifts and stuff like that, as a lot of people think. It could be as simple as having a really streamlined timeline for your clients, a way to continue working with you that's really seamless. Just a really smooth experience is what I think of as with the red carpet client experience. If you start having a really good experience with your clients, you're going to inevitably start getting referrals from them, from their peers that are looking for similar services. And you will also start booking repeat client. And I will tell you, this is something most designers miss. And I'm not just saying that as like a trigger or something, but a lot of designers, including myself, the first few years of my studio, missed out big time on this opportunity. And now I'm like 6 years into this, and we're still booking our signature service for branding, but repeat client work is like the bread and butter of our services side of Spruce Road. It is huge, and they are the easiest projects. And just today I was talking with my designer, and we're like, this is the dream job. We're designing a planner design. We're designing patterns. These are the kind of stuff I would have dreamt of doing when I worked full-time at a university. And now we're doing it for repeat client work, week after week with the same client, as well as some of our other clients. So if you have a red carpet client experience, it's just inevitably going to lead to more income for you, more repeat work that's really easy and super fun and really straightforward as well. So that's really about it. I think if you can nail these 3 things, you are going to have not only like happy clients, but you're going to have a happy design studio as well. You're going to be enjoying what you do. I think if I look back on like the first couple years running my business, it was a little bit stressful and overwhelming on what to do. And if I had focused, which I did, I focused on these 3 things, then it really helped me like cut out a bunch of stuff of overwhelm and really start serving my clients well. And that, honestly, that's what gets to having an enjoyable and profitable design studio. If you're looking for more tips like this, I recommend heading to sprucerd.com. And I have loads of designer resources for you. I have a blog and a course, Spruce Your Studio, that walks through our entire friction-free design process that gets 0 revisions, including our magical day rate system as well for repeat client work. So thanks for hanging with me, and hope you are able to start your design studio soon if you haven't already. And if you've just started, these tips are definitely what I recommend working on, and you can be there in no time. Thank you.